again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bauer. It's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what's...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. Excellent field position here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some...
Looking for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for There's 6 right there. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback checking off. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical?
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Afterburner's coming. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Slings it. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Give to the running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here.
Running toward the tape at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Moss. It's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got away from trouble and it's his 4th interception of the night. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Was to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Working the middle, it's complete. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver shows motion. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
In this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Third and short is just so hard to play when you got quarterbacks that can do this because you got to play the pass, you got to drop back a little bit, but then he has the ability to crease you a little bit on third and short and go pick up that big first down.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back. And
the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
Oh, the ball squirts out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
it's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. To the air, it's Moss. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Line getting set on second down. With jet sweep pass. Picks up the first down, still moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Trojans!
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
BYU 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Delivers the contact. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a move! Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, USC 35, BYU.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. First and
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lets it fly. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Lining up for the PAT. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
BYU 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, BYU! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just lead my guys deep. Good coverage.
Can anyone catch it? 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Second down coming up. On the run, it's Moss. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's got great speed. Touchdown USC! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah,
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles. And
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He lets one fly deep, and that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Mock. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
BYU 35.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they tacked on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Plows through the defense. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Running back goes in motion. Release to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Quarterback on the keeper. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way and get some positive yards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Power ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Wide out in motion. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And the timing just a hair off. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Back to the air one more time. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Neal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal. And that was a good example there of it.
Now on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Moss. Got his man in the middle. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're facing a 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. still running at the 40. Off he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense.
Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Fair catch, called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the...
He's loose. The 40. And he's still on his feet, but finally out of bounds after the big run for this offense. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Takes the easy completion. Running with power. Touchdown, USC! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stopping.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars. And he tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
77, BYU, 56. Returner goes out of bounds.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. He's off to the races. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.